What's up, guys? So this is actually a different type of video. Instead of having it facing me, I'm just gonna have it facing the cards. It's super easy given what I'm trying to do here, which is just show this binder. So what I decided to do was I made this base set binder. I picked up a binder at Walmart, really intending on sleeving cards that I pulled from vintage packs down the road, kind of just a thing that I would set to the side and gradually fill it up with cards that were mint or near mint or straight out of a pack. And what had happened was I got this request from one of the musicians that does our open mic over at the bar. You know, so many times I'm sorting, cleaning, and sleeving cards at the bar while things are slow. And so on one of these slower nights, it was an open mic night, and George Banda, who's the guy who runs our open mic night, you know, he has all these musicians come out and play, mostly amateur musicians, but really, really good musicians. They come out to play. A lot of them have been talking about my YouTube and my cards and how I got into this and how I kind of started capitalizing on it. But he asked me while I was sorting through some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, actually, that my bar back brought me and sold me, which I didn't really do too well on that Yu-Gi-Oh haul. I thought I did, but honestly, a lot of the cards, I'd probably be breaking even if I sold every single card. So it's just something that I'm gonna have to sit on probably for a couple of years. Who knows? Maybe they'll sell on Mercari. You know, they haven't been posted for very long. I posted one lot of Pokemon cards and one lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, each kind of randomized on my Mercari. I'm going to see how those sell. I'm going to lower the price continuously until they do. But basically, I started, I knew he wanted a Charizard. And he said, George, the guy who runs our open mic, he said, you know, my family threw out all my cards. You know, they gave them away to my cousin. I tried to get them back. They wouldn't give them to me back. So that's that. So I just decided, you know, George probably wants a base set. He didn't tell me he wanted a base set, but he wanted Charizard and Raichu and some other ones. And I just thought, you know what? Screw it. We make him a base set. If he wants to add on to it, we can add on to it. Sorry about my nails. I really need to clip them. But anyways, let's get into it. So I made this base set. There are a couple base 2 cards. There's a couple cards missing, maybe 1 or 2 trainers, but mostly it's complete. My plan is to sell it to him. I told him I'd do $1,000. That might be kind of high up there to some people, but I really thought it was fair given the amount of time and effort I've had to go through finding some of these for myself. Now, I just bought a bulk collection of cards from my barback, Jared, and I got a great deal on those, but that doesn't happen very often. And I kind of priced these at what I would price them at if I had had to collect them myself and put this together myself, which pretty much I did. So, I mean, the Charizard being the most expensive one, but let's get into it. Alright, so here you have all the cards. You know, this Alakazam was from my personal collection. This Blastoise was from my personal collection. This Charizard was definitely a card that I didn't intend on selling anytime soon, but I didn't want to put, you know, a used played card in there. So it's a pretty mint Charizard. If you guys can't tell, this thing is damn near flawless. So I really think 1,000 is fair, given how many cards are here. You know, I've got a base set to Gyarados because I realized I didn't have a Gyarados that was mint. I do have, you know, some Overgrowth theme decks. Those I could get a Gyarados out of, but I really don't want to open them up. Anyways, so we've got our Alakazam, which I believe to be at least a $40 card mint. We've got Blastoise, which I believe to be at least a $50 card mint. We've got a really nice mint Chansey, a really nice mint Clefairy. I think those are at least $20 cards in their condition. Charizard, I believe, is a $300 card in its condition. If it wasn't, you know, in mint condition, I would probably, like, if it had some chips or some wear at the bottom, I probably would have gone down to like 800. And I told him I have a base 2 Charizard that I will gladly put in here and bring that price down. He definitely wasn't overwhelmed by the price. He was still very motivated to get it. He started looking at the cards and nitpicking them. It's kind of what anybody would do, spending a kind of investment like that. But you guys know, if you search for these cards and try and bid on them, you're going to get bid up on mint versions. This Mewtwo has a little bit of bow to it, but it is a very mint Mewtwo, which those are going up in value right now. The Mewtwo market is strong. We've got a Nidoking in here. We've got a Ninetales in here. We've got our Poliwrath, our base 2 Raichu, because I really like my Raichus, so I didn't want to put a base Raichu in there. I just didn't feel like it. I didn't know if he was going to want this, so I just built this out for myself so I would have something to kind of remind me that, hey man, you've got so many cards that you can just put together a base set, like, easily. You know, we've got a Venusaur over here that's in good condition. This Zapdos is actually, I don't know if you guys can tell, there you go. This Zapdos is actually a Cosmo Holo, which you can only get out of the Thunderstorm theme deck, so this is actually kind of a nice plus to this. You know, these non-holo rares are hard to get and mint without spending at least $10 a piece, you know, for all these guys. Then you've got your uncommons here. Probably, you know, the Dratini is kind of weird to me. Dratini is an uncommon, but it should be a common in my opinion. Just Charmeleon's really nice. Pidgeotto is one that I feel like definitely is a really nice card to have mint. Same with Electabuzz. Really nice cards. This one's kind of weird. Growlithe, why it's an uncommon is beyond me. I guess because it does 20 damage and it has 60 HP, which, you know, 60 HP in the old game that's a lot. You've got cards like Ivysaur, really nice. Magmar. Magikarp, I had no idea that it was an uncommon. Why is Magikarp a diamond uncommon? That's so weird. This Magmar is just beautiful artwork there. It's just so nice to go over these cards again. This Porygon, I literally only have one of. One. I bought a lot of bulk cards, and I only have one Porygon. Raticate, I only have a couple Raticates that are in good condition. I really tried to make sure these were in good condition. Seal is another weird one. This is an uncommon. That's so odd to me. Then we've got Wartortle, one of my favorites. Bulbasaur, a really nice condition Bulbasaur. We've got Abra and Caterpie. And, you know, I did this way so he could see the backs of the cards are very nice. I know it's $1,000. It's a lot of money. But honestly, I don't think I'm making very much on it because the amount of money I've spent on bulk cards and those holos in general is got to at least be $1,000. But then again, I'm able to make multiple sets, but they're not all going to come together perfectly. I'm going to have to order other cards to make more sets. So I'm basing it on that too, because I need money to get the same cards again if I wanted to start making, completing base sets and selling them. I know TCA Gaming talked about how he would complete binders of different sets and sell them, and how people really trust him and he's reputable, and something that I've thought about because I don't do that well with picking out graded cards. You know, I don't have a lot of money to just blow on the auction block. You know, I don't have an efficient business. I'm just kind of a collector that just haphazardly is collecting things and accumulating stuff, and that's why I have so many of the same decks, because I'm just kind of doing my thing. So when someone, you know, wants a really good price on this stuff, I can't really do that because I put so much money and time into building my own collection. One thing I cannot figure out is why Starmie is a common. Like, what? It's the evolved form of Staryu, and they still gave it a common. That was kind of weird to me. Also, this Voltorb is a really nice artwork. Didn't have a lot of him. I did switch a Clefairy doll with a recycle just because it's still Jigglypuff. It's still kind of a pink thing. And I told him that. This Computer Search is a base too. But some of these other trainers are really mint and they're really hard to kind of find without spending at least $3-4 a piece. And then you've got shipping on top of that. And so really to get a lot of these cards, let's say just 100 cards and you're going to get them one by one, you would spend at least $200 in shipping just to get all these cards to you if you're going to order singles. Now, most people aren't going to do that, but still, you know, it's hard to see all these. Until I bought a bunch of bulk cards, I didn't even have some of these trainers, like Trader, Breeder, Imposter Oak. This is the only one that I have. Item Finder, Lass, those were tough to get. I know I have Pokeball here because I'm missing something, so I just have that there right now. But yeah, I think everything else is here and is on point. But yeah, this was just the base set that I finished for somebody. I added some extra ones for George, just as kind of like a, hey, here's some cards from Fossil set. I hope you like them. But he agreed to it. He's willing to do $1,000 on the binder. I just kind of wanted to do a video on it before it was gone. I also told him that if I had time, I was going to go to Walmart and exchange this binder back and see if I could get a better condition binder that wasn't already ripped. It does give it a little character. It kind of seems like it's older, and I actually really like the fact that it says collector's album. I don't know, it just seems really nice, and I think I would easily do it again for myself. But I gotta say, this is about as good as I would do for myself. I definitely, it's not like me when I'm selling cards to put one of my personal collection in there, that a card that I really, really value and a card that I know is in really, really good condition. I mean, guys, look at this card. This card, you can barely see some wear on the bottom there, but this card is beautiful. It's a beautiful Charizard. It's in really good condition. Try and get an angle on it. There you go. So as you can see, really, you're not just buying the binder, you're buying, you know, Charizard, Blastoise, and of course Venusaur. Those are really what you're getting in this binder, and then you're getting the whole set complete, done, no work for you, no collecting craziness for you. But me, on the other hand, I had to go through a lot to get to a point where I could just put together a binder like this so easily. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I kept it relatively short because I just wanted to talk about this before I ended up selling it. Hopefully that'll give me some money to put towards buying these base set booster packs. And I kept all these invoices, not just to have the receipts or where I originally got them, but mainly got that awesome Brilliant Stars display. But mainly because, oh, didn't mean to do that. But mainly because I don't even know what I was saying. I'm selling this so that I can, basically, I think what I was saying was I'm selling this and I'm gonna use the funds to just basically keep collecting these. This whole binder will literally only pay for 2 packs. And the crazy thing about that is there's a Charizard in this binder that's in very good condition, that is very near mint. So I don't know if I'm making a good decision here. I know he wants to negotiate with me on the price, but I'm definitely not negotiating on 1,000. I really like these cards, and that Charizard in particular, like, I'll definitely put a base 2 Charizard that's got play and wear in there, and I'll go 800 on this binder for sure. That'll still almost pay for 2 of these packs, and I can do away with a base 2 Charizard. But if I'm going to sell one of my beloved Charizards to go towards one of these packs, definitely need it to be top dollar. But yeah, these are beautiful, guys. It's just amazing to look at these. Absolutely beautiful. Get that light on there. These are in mint condition for the most part. Put this back over. Got our Blastoise artwork. It's really amazing. So as of right now, there's 10 packs here. I just won 2 more. They're on the way. So I have 12 packs total. I have completed a third of this booster box. It really, guys, I can't imagine how heavy these boxes are. This one's really heavy. The crazy thing is, there's like 5 heavy packs in here. There's at least 1 Charizard, 1 Blastoise, 1 Venusaur heavy. There is a chance that there's a mint Charizard sitting in one of these packs, just waiting for me to grade it at Beckett and get that gold insert on top of the graded slab. So I'm bidding on 2 more. Bidding on 2 more of these guys this week. 3 more, actually. There are 9 packs total left that they have on eBay, so definitely hoping that I get them. Honestly, I'm not going to be buying a base set unlimited booster pack for a while. I never thought that I would have this many packs in general. I never thought that I would even get close to getting a base set booster box. But there was just no way that I was going to spend $20,000 on one. And the funny thing is, you end up almost spending that just trying to buy these singles. But the fun part here is that, yes, I bought a bunch of packs, but I've had the chance to buy packs for $300 a piece that were all light packs, you know, so I've passed that up so I could have an experience where it was actually like a lottery where I could get all these packs, but in the next 9 packs, I could easily get 3 to 6 heavy packs from the seller. I'm really excited to see what happens. Recently, one of these Charizard packs that they were selling went for $1,025 unweighed, so the market's getting pretty scary. The fact that people are willing to spend $1,000, which I am not. Pretty much the top for me is 500. You know, once it's past 500, and that's only for a Charizard artwork because that particular artwork is the one that people want the most. You know, Blastoise I'll go 400 usually, you know, Venusaur 400 usually, but even those are just crazy. I was originally bidding on these like 300, 350, 375, and it's just gotten so far from there. But as you can see, they are just absolutely beautiful. You know, I've never used the front-facing camera before, but wow, it's really, you can really see the detail of these packs and just how nice they are, just how mint they are. I think my subscribers right now would really, really appreciate this. I haven't done a video where I had a front-facing camera. Everything has been a little bit less quality because I've had it facing me, and my selfie camera is not that great on an iPhone 7. But here it looks crisp, clear, and y'all can kind of see my view of things in here in my little game office. I probably should not be doing this like this. This is a terrible, terrible idea. I'm trying to push this piece of paper up all the while getting this booster box back on here. This is risky. This thing is about to topple over and go everywhere. Okay. Ooh. Bring this back over here. And yeah, I've got some cards up here. You know, I've got Neo Genesis cards in front of me. There's a first edition Dark Tug Trio. We've got Blaine's Charizard. You know, this is just a way, you know, Houndoom first edition from Neo Discovery. This is just how I wanted to do things. This one's pretty cool too. Honestly, this is just cool to have this way for videos, but this is one of my favorite things right here, this Neo Destiny box, because the seller gave me not only a ton of bulk Neo Destiny commons, uncommons, and a few rares, but he gave me 18 pack arts, which is really cool because I was able to just slip cards back in and kind of create that feel like I had a booster box, what that would be like. It's really all the same to me, just looking at it. And in the bulk purchase I got recently, a little while ago from my bar back that brought in a ton of cards to the bar to sell me, I got, you know, this was one of many valuable cards I got in there, but I got this Light Arcanine, which I've really wanted and just didn't go after it. I really like Arcanine. I like Blaine's Arcanine. This Light Arcanine really just hits the spot. We've got a bunch. We've got stack of base 2 here as well as on the table. We've got our base 2 Charizard, base 2 Blastoise. And see, I'm willing to give him a, and this Blastoise I actually got in that bulk order of cards. I'm willing to give him that Charizard and just drop the price of this binder a ton. My video recently, I got a ton of these Pikachus. I'm really a big fan of Pikachu. The one I really like is the Red Cheeks Pikachu, but this is just awesome to have all these stacks of cards in front of me, of old cards. I honestly don't want to put these in boxes. They're just awesome to have in front of me. Most notably, honestly, are these Team Rocket Charmanders. I don't know why the artwork's not even that great looking, but for whatever reason, these Team Rocket Charmanders can definitely fetch a pretty penny. This one's really nice. And these non-hollow Snorlaxes are just great. And then Butterfree. Ah, man, these things just bring me so much nostalgia. Anyways, guys, I'm ranting. I'm sorry. I appreciate you for watching the video, and tune in for the next video. I'm sure it's going to be something interesting. It's either going to be vintage cards I've ordered, I recently ordered the Pokemon board games. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but there's a trainer, Master Trainer. That's a game that I remember that I never had, but I played at a friend's house once. It is amazing. The artwork looks amazing. Please don't go on eBay and start bidding against me, because there's one that I really just want to get, so I can get that one. And then I ordered the 1999 Pokemon Monopoly, so I'm excited about that. Those are out of the way, never have to think about them again. It's just something that I really wanted, so that aside from playing the cards with my kids when they get older, because that'll be fun too with like an OG mat like this. Aside from that, I really wanted a game that was family friendly. You know, when we go on vacation or I don't want to bring the cards, I can just bring that one of those board games, Master Trainer or Pokemon Monopoly. Pokemon is just so much fun. I think for a lot of us guys, it just brings back, guys and gals, it brings back a lot of nostalgia, and that's just what Pokemon does for me. It makes me feel young again, it makes me feel like a kid again, and I hope that's what this binder can do for George. It's really amazing. One thing though is he wanted me to just give it to him, and he would pay me every time they did an open mic, which I work every Tuesday. It's open mic, and I work them, so I'd see him every Tuesday anyways. But I just feel like if he really wants it, he's gonna have to give me at least $500 or $600 up front for it, because something like this is just, even to me, even just here, is just way too valuable. It's just beautiful. It's really beautiful, and it took time. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Peace.